Welcome to adilas. This is a short tutorial on the admin time homepage, and if you go under system liabilities to the admin time clock, which is a permission, so it's basically about 3 different permissions that you can assign a user for clocking in and out. You can assign them where they can clock in and out, a simple clock in and out. You can also assign them the manager's time clock or the admin time clock. So this one is covering admin. If we go to the admin homepage, the first thing that's displayed under down here at the bottom is every department. So this is a department, and then this is a person that's assigned to that department. And it defaults to today's date, so it's showing the actual day, and it would show every person that's clocked in and out. So this is a very handy feature if you have 20 to 50 to 100 employees or whatever, and they're all clocking into different locations and different departments. You can go to the admin and you can see everybody that's clocked in or that's clocked out. Sometimes that can even save you a phone call. If you're trying to reach somebody, you can see that they're at lunch. So also displayed is their IP address, and the link will take you actually to the provider of that internet service, and it'll tell what the company is that they're logging in through. So you can see through IP whether employees are potentially logging in from a location where you don't want them to log in from. And just as an FYI, we do have on our tick list where we're going to limit this IP address to be locked down so that you can control from which IP address you could have everybody log into, or multiple addresses, or you could leave it open. It's currently in the open status, but we are tracking the IP address so you can tell from which IP they did log into. You have a show and hide address here too if you want to hide it. The links at the top here will add a new time card for a user, and I do have a tutorial on that. You can also clock in for the user, meaning yourself, if you're clocking in and out and you have admin. You can also do a multi-clock in and out for user. So when you go to a multi-clock in and out, this is where you would actually choose a department and potentially pull up all of the people that are assigned to that department. So we have quite a few people that are assigned here, and you could check or uncheck or decheck whichever ones that you wanted to clock in or out, and you can come down and you can put in their time in. So I'll just say that they clocked in at 8 a.m. and reason was start work, and we'll just say that they forgot to clock in. And I'm going to change the date back on this one. I'll leave it at the 29th, and then we'll say that they clocked out at 12 or let's say 11 a.m. and just say that they had an early lunch and they forgot to clock, and I'll add the time card. Once you add that, if you go back to the admin time clock, you'll see now I have quite a few people here that have clocked in. The yellow, or it's actually different colors, but the little flag here tells that person has had a time card that's been modified. You can see down here it's been modified. So here's one department down here where this person normally clocked in normally. Here's another department where I actually clocked in 3 people at one time. That feature is also available off of the manager's time clock, and you can set a manager up off the admin. You have to assign a person the manager features, and then you have to come in here and set up their manager settings. And if you have their manager settings completed, then they'll have this multi-user clock in and out with only to the departments that you allow them to clock individuals in and out on. You also have a lockdown here for time cards, so that's part of the payroll function. Is once payroll is done for that cycle, you can lock all the time cards down so a manager can't go in and make changes. Just a normal employee can never make changes. What they would do is if they forgot to clock in or they were late clocking in, they could put in the notes here that they forgot to clock in, and then you could go in and just by clicking on this, you can go and edit this. So maybe this person didn't come in until, let's say that person actually was there at 9 a.m. So I can actually edit or update that clock in, and then if I go back to the admin time clock, I have that person now at 9 o'clock with only 2 hours, as where everybody else had 3 hours. So if it's an individual that forgets, they can put it in the notes. And when you're prepping for payroll, that's one of the steps, is you can go to the admin, pull up that date range. Right here you can search all the dates that you wish. You can also pull all users, or you can select a user, or you can also define it by departments. So once again, this has been a tutorial on the admin time clock page. To reach that from the main switchboard homepage, I came under System Liabilities to Admin, and once it pulls up everybody's activity on the day that's today's date, and you have links at the top that can take you to different user clock ins and outs and multi-clock ins and outs, and also lock down your time cards. And once again, thanks for choosing adilas.